Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1982 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Baltimore Orioles and the Detroit Tigers at Tiger Stadium. On the mound for the Orioles is Allan Ramirez, whose record is 2-1 with a 4.33 ERA. And pitching for the Tigers today is Jack Morris, whose record is 3-1 with a 3.04 ERA. And so yesterday we crushed it. We won 9-1. It was really all Lance Parrish. He had 3 hits, including 2 bombs. He had a couple of RBIs in there. And Bryn Smith only gave up 1 run in 6 innings with 3 Ks. So he got his second win on the season. He was pretty solid, better than I expected him to be. And so we're grateful to even up the series at home today with Game 3 of the 3-game series. And then we await the Blue Jays coming to town. The last place Blue Jays, only 3 wins on the season. They are really struggling. And, of course, we have the robot race at the 7th inning stretch today. Yesterday's winner was Russ H., who won in his first attempt. Today, we add Bill H. to the list of potential winners. And, that will be at the 7th inning stretch today, as well as every home game. We will be having a robot race. So let's get to today's game. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe if you enjoy this content. Here is our relief staff for today. Everyone is available, with the exception of Tom Hume, who pitched 3 innings to get the save, the rare 3-inning save yesterday. And he was excellent. Did not give up a run. Our bullpen has been fairly flawless this year. And Jack Morris on the mound. The Orioles are batting .307 against Jack in 148 plate appearances, so they fare pretty well against Morris. Take a look at the lineup today. We are giving Parrish today off, as I mentioned in yesterday's game, so Bobby Ramos is in there. And since John Mayberry took an offer after his 3-game hitting streak, we're going to put Reggie Jackson in there and see how he performs today. Okay, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup rundown as you take a look here at their season stats so far. Batting leadoff and playing center field is Omar Moreno. Batting second and DHing today is Allan Bannister. Batting third at first base is Eddie Murray. There it is. Batting cleanup in left field is Greg Luzinski. There we go. Batting fifth and at third base is John Castino. Batting sixth in right field is Ken Singleton. Batting seventh at shortstop is Robin Yount. And batting eighth and catching is Ray Smith. And finally, batting ninth at second base is Wayne Krynchicki. Here's Jack Morris's numbers so far. Off to a good start. He had that shutout on opening day. Been pretty solid since then, up until his last start against the White Sox, and they clobbered him. 10 hits in 4 innings, gave up 4 runs. Only 2 strikeouts. He suffered his first loss on the season. Up until then, he's been pretty damn good, but the White Sox cleaned his clock at Comiskey Park. Overall, again, 3-1 with that .304 ERA, 14 Ks only in 26 innings pitched. Opponents are betting .214 against him, so he has been solid. His fastball is his best pitch, rated an 89. Slider above average at 81. He's got a change he mixes in, which he struggles with. Not really an out pitch, but just to show him a little something different. Here is the Tigers' defensive alignment for today's game, with second baseman and center fielder Lou Whitaker and Rickey Henderson as Gold Glove winners. Omar Moreno will lead it off today against Jack Morris. And he strikes out swinging. There's 1 down. Next up is Allan Bannister playing DH today, and he walks him. So a K and a walk to start off the game for Morris, with Hall of Famer Eddie Murray up next. Ground ball to third. Hatcher turns the double play, a 5-4-3 double play. We go around the horn, and that's a quick first inning for Morris. We go to the bottom half of the first. Here is the Tigers lineup rundown for today. Batting leadoff and playing center field is Rickey Henderson. Batting second at first base is Greg Brock. Batting third at third base is Mickey Hatcher. Batting cleanup in right field is Andre Dawson. Batting fifth and DHing today is Reggie Jackson. Batting sixth in left field is Kirk Gibson. Batting seventh at shortstop is Allan Trammell. Batting eighth at second base is Sweet Lou Whitaker. And finally, batting ninth and doing the catching today is Bobby Ramos. On the mound for the Orioles staff ace is Allan Ramirez, rated a 96 overall. He's actually higher rated than Jim Palmer, who is on the DL. So Ramirez is the staff ace technically, making his fifth start of the year, 2-1 with that 4.33 ERA. He's got 21 Ks and 27 innings pitched. Opponents are betting .225 against him. He's got a complete game this year. And if you take a look at last season, again, he was their ace, but in that short season, he went 6-12. The offense didn't really come through for him. His ERA was reasonable at a 3.79, but he did have more walks and strikeouts as he did his rookie year. So he has turned it around with a lot less walks and keeping his opponent's batting average in line. So a pretty solid pitching performance. Let's see if we can't generate some runs against him. Taking a look at the defense here, the only Gold Glove is at first base with Eddie Murray, as you can see with the Gold Glove overlapping his baseball card there. So, all right then, Rickey Henderson leading off against Allan Ramirez, 4 for 15 against Ramirez in his career. And he walks. Henderson, do we run? I'm going to say no. I mean, everybody knows we're going to be running. So let's have Greg Brock swing away. And he strikes out. Okay. Well, maybe we need to reconsider that. Now, we have Mickey Hatcher up. And Hatcher hits and runs real well. So let's hit and run. See if we can't get Henderson in motion. Ground ball, base hit through the right side. Henderson takes third. And Hatcher comes through again. The perfect number 3 hitter in the lineup. Maybe not as much power as you want, but makes solid contact, keeps the base runners moving. So we're going to try this again with Andre Dawson, whose contact is just a little less than Mickey Hatcher's. And a ground ball to shortstop. Henderson scores. It's an RBI for Dawson as Hatcher goes to second base, and it's 1-0 Detroit. It's going to leave it up to Reggie Jackson to drive in Hatcher with 2 down. Reggie's been struggling. Oh, and struggle is over as he hits a 2-run shot, a line drive into left field. And it's 3-0. So a couple days off in a row does Jackson some good. He is the co-leader on the team. Oh, no, actually Parrish has 4 runs with those 2 shots yesterday. So Parrish is the leader with Brock and Reggie at 3. Then Gibby steps up, also finally breaking out of his struggle with a double down the right field line. Do we go for 3? Hell yeah, we do. Look at first of all, you don't want the third out to be at third base, but we have a weak arm and a speedy runner and a 90% chance, and that is a triple for Gibby. So we keep the rally going. Here's Trammell. Trammell had a couple base hits yesterday and an RBI. Finally, his average is over 200, and he takes a slider for strike 3, and that'll do it. So the Tigers put 3 runs on the board in the first. They have the early lead, 3-0. We go to the top of the second. We got Bull up, and then Castino and Kenny Singleton. Greg Luzinski, he's going to fly out to right field. Dawson makes the play, 1 down. Here is the 1977 Rookie of the Year, John Castino. Castino hits a ground ball to third. There's 2 down. That'll leave it up to Kenny Singleton. And he shoots it right over the glove of Mickey Hatcher at third, and he has himself a base hit. Maybe with a little bit more speed, that could have been a double, but he holds to a single as Robin Yount steps in, and then a wild pitch by Morris moves Singleton into scoring position. So a chance for Yount to get a run on the board, and he does with a base hit up the middle. Singleton scores from second, and it's 3-1. Yount batting .357 from the 7th spot. Why is he not higher up in the order? I don't know. Next up is Ray Smith, the catcher, and he grounds out to Trammell. Orioles get a run back. It's 3-1 to go to the bottom of the second with Lou, Ramos, and then back to Henderson. Sweet Lou rips it into center field, falls in for a hit. Do we go for two? We're going to say no. 40% chance, and Moreno has a decent arm in center field. So now we have Bobby Ramos, who is off to a horrid start, 1 for 19 on the season. And if he's not turning it on by May, we're going to send him down and bring up someone who is producing at AAA, like Kevin Bass, who has 3 home runs already in AAA. Ramos walks here, though. We'll take it, as Henderson steps in with runners on first and second and nobody out. Line drive past the third baseman, Castino, base hit, run scores. Whitaker scores from second, and Ramos advances to second base. So 4-1 now. RBI single for Henderson with Greg Brock due up, and he laces it to left for a hit. Ramos, are we going to send him home? Hell yeah, we are. Another weak arm in left field. Ramos is a catcher, though, so this is the irresistible force in the movable object. Ramos wins that battle as he scores, and it's 5-1. Still nobody out. 5 runs and 6 hits against Ramirez so far. Mickey Hatcher up. Shoots a base hit up the middle. Hatcher 2 for 2. Henderson, the fastest guy on the team per se, holds at third. So the bases are loaded for Hawk. Let's see a grand salami right here. Oh no. Oh, he got a piece of it. Popping it up into foul ground on the third base side. It looked like it was a strike 3. Now we have Reggie up. Reggie's home run was his second in his career against Allan Ramirez. And Ramirez strikes out Reggie. So it's down to Gibby. Let's not leave the bases loaded. Oh, base hit. Oh no, ground ball right back to Ramirez. The way that looked coming off the bat, I thought it was going to get past him up the middle. No such luck as Gibby grounds out. We do put a couple more runs on the board. It's 5-1. Number 9 hitter Wayne Rickey leads off by striking out. Swinging, there's 2 down. And then Moreno strikes out. So that's a third K for Morris. Give him a 5-run lead. And he starts throwing strikes. Ground ball to first from Bannister, and Brock makes the play. That'll do it for the Orioles. A 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the third with Allan Trammell leading off. Hitting a looper into left center field. Oh, it's going to be caught by the center fielder, Moreno. There's 1 down. Sweet Lou up next. 7 for 23 against Ramirez. Striking out here for Ramirez's 4th K. Bobby Ramos up next. He walked his first time, and here he taps it back to Ramirez for the 3rd out. So the pitchers both go 1-2-3. That'll help their pitch total. We go to the top of the 4th with Eddie Murray leading off with a base hit against Morris. That's the 3rd hit against Jack. And a double play candidate up. The Bull, Greg Luzinski. Oh, an infield single to short. Everybody's safe. 1st and 2nd now. Nobody out. With John Castino up. We're going to guard the lines. At least prevent an extra base hit if we can. Line drive to right. Caught by Dawson. Murray tags, goes to 3rd. And now we have a real double play opportunity here. We'll pass up a run if we have a double play shot. There it is. Perfect. Trammell turns the double easily. And we go to the bottom of the fifth. It's 5-1 Detroit. Back to the top of the lineup with Rickey, Brock, and Hatcher. Henderson hits a ground ball to short. Yount makes the play, 1 down. Greg Brock up next, who walks. 3 walks and 4 Ks for Ramirez. Brock's getting on base any way he can, which we really needed from our first baseman. Again, before this season started, as Hatcher flies out to right, first base and third base were really in flux, and I think they've both proven that they can handle their position. And we won't have to make a trade necessarily before the trade deadline in July as Dawson flies out to center. We're going to the top of the fifth. Yount will lead off. I believe Yount had a hit his first time up. Here he skies it to center field. 344 feet. Can of corn for Henderson, though. And then Morris must have heard me say can of corn, so he walked Smith just to spite me, using 1950s verbiage. Krachicki up next, hitting a ground ball to short. They can't turn 2. They get the lead runner, force Smith at second for the second out. Oh, there we go. And then Moreno strikes out. I believe that is the 3rd time today that Moreno's K'd. We go to the bottom of the 5th. We have Reggie leading off. Reggie pounded his 3rd home run in the 2nd inning. No, that was in the 1st inning. My bad. It was a 2-run shot as Reggie grounds out to the pitcher Ramirez, and then Gibby strikes out, and Trammell hits a fly ball to center. So Ramirez is settled in. He's at 95 pitches as he's kept the Tigers off the board the last 3 innings. We go to the 6th. Let's take a look at the in-game stats. And the player of the game, I mean, it's kind of a dead heat, but we'll give the edge to Reggie with the home run at this point. Now Morris at 85 pitches, he could go about 120, so we're not worried about him. As Bannister steps in and hits a ground ball to Hatcher. Another easy play from Rickey, 1 down. Eddie Murray up next, 1 for 2 on the day. Hits a blooper to Gibby in left, 2 down. And the bases are empty, and Greg Luzinski beats out another infield single. Both of his hits have been to short. When are you going to ever see a cleanup hitter with a 66 speed beat out 2 infield singles? And then Castino strikes out. That's 6 Ks for Morris. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. Don't forget, robot race next inning. During the 7th inning stretch, Whitaker walks to lead off the bottom half of the 6th. 100 pitches for Ramirez. We'd love to see Bobby Ramos here come through with a base hit. There we go, line drive to center. I got good wood on it. Unfortunately, it was right in the range of Moreno. So 1 down. We are going to attempt to steal second base with Sweet Lou. Whitaker does not have a stolen base this season. I don't know if we've attempted one yet. As he does steal second base, there it is. There's number 1 on the year. And yeah, he's 1 for 2. So like most Tigers, he has really struggled at that. But now he's in scoring position for Rickey. And Rickey comes through with the base hit. That'll score Whitaker. Do we want to go for 2 with Rickey? No, Rickey gets thrown out almost every opportunity. So we'll add to the lead. It is 6-1. Oh, and they brought in a reliever. I just noticed this. He's a left-hander. Brock, a lefty, also grounds it to short for a double play. So Scott McGregor was the relief pitcher that came in. We'll take a look at him next inning after the 7th inning stretch. So Morris at 97 pitches. He's got Singleton, Yount, and Smith due up. Kenny Singleton, ground ball to Trammell. There's one out. Next up is Robin Yount, 1 for 2 with the ribby. And he strikes out 6 Ks for Morris. This is a good rebound game after that terrible outing against the White Sox. And then a ground ball by Smith gets past Hatcher for a base hit. Only the 6th hit today for the Orioles. So lefty Krinchicki is up. He's 0 for 2, but 3 for 9 against Morris in his career. And he pops it up on the infield. That should be an easy play for Hatcher. It is. And we go to the 7th inning stretch. It is time for everybody's favorite robot race. I'm going to call it a robot race. Here's our contestants, folks. We're going to go to the super full screen. Today, we have a new contestant. It's Bill H. right here in the middle. James K. at the bottom. We have Diamond P., Diamond Princess. She is a YouTube subscriber of mine. Thank you, Diamond Princess. We have Dave K. Freddie C. is the jukebox guy. And John M., that's a different robot. He is off right now. And we're going to count it down from 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to hit the start button. And the winner gets to be entered onto our bracket to possibly win a autograph of a Hall of Fame pitcher. And we'll let you know who that is later date. So let's go ahead and get started with the race. There's 45 seconds on the clock. And as I said, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, the robots are off. It is a tight race early with James K. on the outside, cruising along. Diamond Princess, she's got a triangle head. Everybody knows that about her. But the robot, maybe more aerodynamic, is speeding ahead for the lead about the midway point here. Everyone else is grouped together. Hello, John M. Moving up quickly, taking the lead with Freddie C. coming out of nowhere. Greased up his wheels for this one. And he might take the victory. Anyone else going to come make a race? It's Freddie C. Congratulations to Freddie C., who's going to get our 4th spot. There are the final line as James K. finished last. Dave, Bill H., the newcomer, finished 4th. And there's win, place, and show with Freddie taking over the victory. So let's go ahead and add Freddie C. to the race box here. Here's the bracket. Freddie C. is now in the 4th spot. Next race will be tomorrow, our home game versus Toronto, and we will put them in this location right here. All right, congratulations. Let's get back to the game. With there's Scott McGregor, the lefty, in there. Now this guy has been a starter most of his career. Last year he was in the reliever's role, as they have 5 really good quality starters. With the 2 injuries to starting pitchers this year, I guess he's in long relief. As this is only his 2nd appearance. He's pitched 2/3 of an inning. No strikeouts just yet. He's going to face Mickey Hatcher, who so far this year batting .385 versus lefties. Base hit back up the middle. You can see that coming. He's 3 for 4 on the day now. Runner on first for Andre Dawson. Hawk batting only .188 versus lefties. And he strikes out swinging. There's 1 down. It's going to bring up Reggie. Reggie, we don't let him face too many left-handers, but we have a 5-run lead. So we'll let him swing away. And he's going to ground into a double play. That is so Reggie-like. We go to the top of the 8th. Morris had 110 pitches. We got a lefty, a righty, and a switch hitter up. We're going to keep him on a short leash this inning. There's no point in having him go another inning getting clobbered. Oh, he dominates against Moreno today. That is the golden sombrero for Omar Moreno. 4 Ks. That is something you just really want to avoid getting the golden sombrero. Allan. Bannister flies out to right. There's 2 down. And finally, Eddie Murray grounds out to short. Morris might have a shot at a complete game since there are 3 righties coming up, I should say. So, okay, so we're going to take out Gibby, and we're going to bring in the right-hander, Glenn Wilson. He'll come in for defensive purposes as well, batting .385 versus lefties, and he'll get another. We try to work in everybody we can. Ground ball snagged by Yount is short. There's 1 down. Trammell up next. Trammell ground ball to the second base side of the second base. And there's 2 down. Trammell goes 0 for 4 after having such a good day yesterday. And Sweet Lou, he hits lefties well. All 3 ground balls up the middle. And that'll do it. A 1-2-3 inning. Okay, we're going to let Morris attempt to get a complete game. We don't need to let it happen, but Luzinski does have 2 infield singles against Morris. So let's see how this plays out. A fly ball into left center field. Gibby will track it down. There's 1 out. It's not Gibby. That is Glenn Wilson, actually, in left. 1 down. Next up, John Castino. Castino hits a ground ball to Hatcher. Hatcher tosses him out. So we're down to Ken Singleton. Morris, 125 pitches, and he's not even tired yet. Here's Kenny Singleton. And a ground ball to short. That ought to do it. Oh, no, Trammell. You son of a bitch. Oh, man. Do we give Robin Yount the satisfaction of facing Morris when he's tired? That is a lot of pitches. We're going to go ahead. I mean, Morris has deserved it. Oh, that's it. All right. So, yeah, we don't need to go to 140 pitches. We're going to bring in Dave Patterson to try to get the last out here. Facing Ray Smith. He's only batting .173 versus righties. We have a couple lefties due up if Smith can't get him out. He can't. Patterson could not get Smith out. A run scores. That's going to be unearned against Jack Morris. And now we're going to bring in the lefty. We did not want to use this many pitchers today. So here's Comstock, a loogie, in to get the lefty, Wayne Krinchicki, and he strikes him out, and that'll do it. So a run tacked on to give the Tigers a 6-2 victory. 2 games in a row now. We stay hold of first place. No trade offers. Let's take a look at the standings. Tigers go to 14-5. We have a 1.5 game lead over the Yankees. Cleveland off to such a great start for such a crappy team. I'm going to take 1 second here just to show you what the Royals are doing. Look at what they're doing. 430, 417, 481. Everyone else is batting over 300 except for Borgman and George Orta. So, again, I went ahead and did all of these changes to the stadium effects. And I think maybe I overdid it there. I'm sure those averages will come down, but, I mean, they have a team batting average over 300 right now. Let's take a look at transactions. A couple injuries. Yankees backup catcher Johnny Oates out for a couple of months, and Tom Niedenfuer of the Phillies goes on the DL. He's part of their relief staff. So let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like and or subscribe. And we'll be back tomorrow with another robot race. Who was the player of the game today? Was it Reggie with his 2 RBI? Was it Hatcher with his 3 hits? Or was it Rickey Henderson with 2 hits and 2 RBI? This is a tough call. I mean, Morris almost had a complete game as well. I don't feel like any of those were really outstanding performances. Morris, we're going to give it to Morris. He goes 4-1 on the season. Comstock comes in and actually gets a save because he came in with the tying run. No, that would have been within a save opportunity. So, all right, well, that's lame, but we'll take the save. Allan Ramirez takes a loss. He is 2-2 on the season. Okay, that's going to do it. We're going to come back tomorrow with the first game of the 3-game series against the Blue Jays. Until then, everyone.